Dear brothers and sisters, Imam al-Mahdi al-Muntazar said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. We send our ziyarah to everyone. But I also congratulate you on the Mawlidun Nabi that we celebrated yesterday and today. I mentioned the Mawlidun Nabi celebrated yesterday because of the guests we had, and today because they are still present. I also congratulate you on our next Mawlid because our guests will nevertheless stay and you will find them here next year. Therefore, we send you our compliment. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gave us the opportunity to be present at this gathering. He gave us the opportunity to teach His light and His haqiqah. We send our compliment to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He watched over us. He helped us and he put us in touch with Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. We thank and give a special mention to our guide, our master, the holder of the maqama, the great, who is Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif. How many people are here? Count them and include the Zawiya and the other buildings. Shaykh Tijani Sharif is how many people? The one that we know. Whenever he attends Wazifa, he represents one being. Shaykh Tijani himself, compared to us in our crowd, his one representation is bigger than us. His red mantle starts from the tent to the lake. And yet, we are numerous. But he is the one who waters us in light, as he is the one who can do it. I told you during the opening of the Dhuhr that sometimes I am amazed. No one has more light than the Prophet. All lights originate from the Prophet. All haqiqah emanate from him. He is the one who fixed everyone. He is the most kind and is the most complete. However, a person in his power can sometimes extract from his being someone who will tell us who he really is. The white cloth of Wazifa was spread. The Prophet came with his luminous face. I was performing Wazifa, but I was just watching him. I was amazed by his beauty. His face mirror. Just by looking at him, You can tell that no one can look like him. His beard, none of the hair touch each other. Each of the hairs protrudes from a projector which projects 2000 watts. I was just looking at him while performing Wazifa. While I was observing the Prophet, suddenly Sheikh Tijani Sharif appeared. When I saw him, I didn't realize that I had stopped and said, "Here comes the Great One." I then knew that a person can be a fan of another person. I am a fan of Sheikh Tijani. You see, Sheikh, even if he doesn't say a word or make a declaration, it is enough to see him with his red mantle, walking around with his rosary in the Zawiya, to know something about it. And he doesn't have to say a word. Have you ever seen this? I was staring at the Prophet and then spoke in the middle of a wazifa when I saw Sheikh. And the Prophet trained Sheikh Tijani. It is through him that one can learn the Prophet. You learn the Prophet through the light of feeling that you have in your soul for Sheikh Tijani. The Prophet has brought us someone through whom we can know him. This is why the holy souls, the spiritual presence of Sheikh Tijani, has an effect on them. After the session, I said that's why a person can be a fan of another person. When Sheikh doesn't speak and just walks, shakes his rosary, or holds out his hand, it has a special effect on me. That is because of his light. When you have someone like this as a guide, then Allah has given you everything. Sheikh Tijani is our guide. He is the one who fills our eyes, our heart, and our soul. But it was he who showed us why. We love him very much. But he showed us why. The one who guided you, put you on the path of Sirat al-Mustaqim, gave you a zikr that can make you feel the Prophet. You cannot compare him. This is what Sheikh Tijani did for us. Salatul Fatiha and Jawharatul Kamal, if these two salawats had stayed in Alamul Malakut, the angels would not have allowed it to reach this world. Sheikh Tijani made it possible in Akhiru Zaman for a sinful person to perform ablutions, pray to Allah, take the word, and attend Wazifa We cannot thank him enough. No one can know this unless you live it. Those who have their word accepted in this tariqah, when leaving this world, they will enter a special tunnel until Barzakul Maktoum. You know I never speak without proof. I don't talk about things I have never seen. I don't say I heard either. There was one brother who passed away. Omar Job here is a witness. As he told me that, the concerned person said that he took the word. I think he once attended our conference at Fas. When he passed away, I went to look for him in Barzakh. When I asked if he went through the tunnel, the angels checked their tablet and looked for the name of his soul. Because at Barzakh, every soul has a name. Why don't I just tell you the whole process? I know a lot about it. Yesterday I heard Ustaz Dawda say it. I haven't said what I really know. You see, regarding the angel of death, after he takes your soul, that's his only job. He has a tablet. He sits at the fourth heaven, beside a tree. This tree, its leaves, has all the names of the people of the Shahada world. And he has the authorization to take their souls. The angel of death doesn't take the souls of everyone. That should be known. The men of God, they can ask the light of the Prophet or the light of Sheikh Tijani to take their souls. Those whose souls the angel of death must take. The tree where he sits down, its leaves have the number of people he is authorized to take their souls. Whoever has an illness that should take him out of this world, it will be reported to him. How is it reported to him? The leaf of the concerned person turns yellow. If the person is well or has an illness but will live longer, then the leaf will continue to stay green. But if the leaf is yellow, it means that the process of days has started. This is how the angel of death monitors the leaves. The latter doesn't have two eyes. When the companions asked the Prophet to describe to them the angel of death, he told them that his head alone can contain all the ocean in the world and no water will drop. Hence, this angel can monitor millions of leaves. When it's almost time for the person to die, the leaf will keep changing color. When the person has only a week left before he dies, the leaf will then turn dry. It will get drier by the day. When there is a day remaining, the leaf will have the name of the concerned person and it will be completely dry. When it's time for the latter to leave this earth, the leaf will then fall in front of Malak al-Maut. When this happens, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will inform the angel of death, hence he will know the time of death, the location, and the country. Although his mission is vast, after taking the soul and recording the leaf in his tablet, his mission ends there. The angel did his duty. If the concerned soul is going to heaven or hellfire, the angels who control this domain will take the soul from him. If the soul has to enter hellfire, the angels will take him through the hot tunnels. If the soul has to enter paradise, the angels will take his soul through the cold tunnels. If it's the disciples of Sheikh Tijani, Sheikh will command angels in Barzakh al-Maktoum who will specifically take care of their souls and take them through his private tunnel. I said it once at 15 meters. I am not brainless to see someone with a private tunnel and go into a public tunnel. I won't do it. Following Sheikh Tijani is being smart. It means that you're intelligent. I won't find private tunnels and then enter public tunnels. I simply won't do it. If it's someone who is from the Tariqat Tijaniyya and has his zikr accepted, the angels will come and welcome his soul. They will put his soul in a soft armchair, an armchair in the shape of a cart. When they push it, you can see the wheels underneath. The soul will feel a soothing breeze accompanied by a scent of musk. Inside the armchair, there is a loudspeaker which broadcasts the voice of the disciple performing Wazifa when he was in the earthly world. The latter will be safe until his arrival in Barzakh al-Maktoum. Once in Barzakh al-Maktoum, he will see Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif, or the Akhtab, or the Salihin, who will welcome him. They will show him his main palace. The windows of this palace are so beautiful, more beautiful than the ones we have in this world. Arriving at Barzakh al-Maktoum, as soon as you sit down, the Urul Aini brings you something to drink. At this moment, when you turn around, you will see a mountain of diamonds. Your first thought will be to have this mountain of diamonds in our earthly world. This mountain was made so that the person jubilates and breathes the air. If he wants, he can enter the ocean of Salsabil and then go back to the mountain of diamonds. They will tell him that this mountain was made for him to rest. Also, the pearls of diamonds are not hard and cannot hurt you. On the contrary, they are soft. Allah is the master of decoration. I asked the angels, did the soul of the latter pass through the tunnel? They verified their tablet of light and told me that he didn't pass. I said in my mind, Omar Job told me that the person took the word in the Shahada. The angel situated on the left side doesn't hold a tablet. He simply watches whoever passes through. This angel said to me, I saw his soul. They brought it here. But unfortunately, he was missing something. He showed me a space and I saw an electrical post. Those that close. His soul was placed inside there. I then went there and asked the angel who was guarding him, why did you lock his soul here? He said to me, you know why? Because you organized it. We are still within the framework of rules of Sheikh. He took the word, but his word wasn't accepted. That place is for those whose word are not accepted. Yet he took the word, but it wasn't accepted. The angel said, since his word wasn't accepted, we placed him there. And this person once attended my conference at Fas. I looked at his situation and felt that he needed to be saved. I opened the door. The access that I have in Barzakh, many do not know it. Opening a door in Barzakh is not easy. But the things that belongs to Sheikh Tijani opens. This is my relationship between me and Sheikh Tijani. He granted me authorization. The owner gave me authorization. I saved the latter's soul, and the being came back to normal. I told him to extend his hand, and I recited Fatiha and Salatul Fatiha. The angels then escorted his soul to Barzakh al-Maktoum. He took the word. I saved him because he wasn't responsible. The person who gave him the word didn't have authorization to do so. He went through the tunnel and went to Barzakh al-Maktoum. I knew that he wasn't responsible. He had faith in a guide and asked him for the wird. But the guide didn't have authorization to give the wird. That's why I heard the story and I helped him. Aliou Harazim once asked Cheikh, how can we recognize those who carry your light? Cheikh said, they will be full of light. My light will be reflected in them. They will speak on my behalf and act on my behalf. Hadith al-Qudsi approved it. When you complete your journey towards God, you reach al-khalqu kulluhu mazahirullah, as your actions will reflect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This tariqah is a connection. There is a direct connection and derivation. The direct connection is what draws you in Haqiqatu Muhammadiyah. It's the free pass to Barzakh al-Maktoum. The derivation is when they check if your wird is accepted and where you took it from until you pass. The derivation that comes from derivation happens every period. The silsila that you hear from the Muqaddam, they all took the wird from someone. The direct connection is only held by the Caliph of Sheikh Tijani. The reality of Sheikh, the elders used to say that whoever say that he is a Caliph of Sheikh, a period of 3 days must be given to him, because he will not live long if he isn't a Caliph. Whoever claims the light of Sheikh, Sheikh Tijani himself will raise his finger and let you hold his light. If you cannot carry it, you will not wake up. He only raises his one finger. That one finger irrigated the souls of awliya, men of God who amazed their generations and the world. This is thanks to his light and Bahrul Kanzi. This is why the connection of the wird is not small. Many have taught the benefits of taking the Tijani wird. The benefits are huge. The Caliphs of Sheikh Tijani spoke about the light of Sheikh and its wird, but they hid a big portion of the benefits. Those who say that it's a bid'ah, they are the ones who have a problem. As Tariqa Sheikh, we do not have any problem. We are not rushing to enter public tunnels as we have a private tunnel. They are the ones who have a serious problem. They only talk about bidah and hellfire. The Prophet said that those who always talk about hell will be the ones who enter it. Those who always talk about paradise will be the ones who enter it. When the Prophet came from Medina with the soldiers to enter Mecca, the Prophet judged them by their intentions. He asked them, "What do you think I will do to you?" They said, "You are kind. We did harm you, but you are the most kind." The Prophet then said that he will forgive everyone. Allah also judges His servants by intentions. The servant who will enter Jannah is the servant who always thinks positive. And Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif, what I'm saying about him, everyone knows that it's yaqeen. Those who follow him have yaqeen. They are the most educated, the holiest, and have completed their path towards God. However, they follow him because he is the Qatmiyatul Maktoum. It is he to whom Allah has given the power to fix souls until they are holy. Allah gave this to Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif. And all the caliphs taught it. Each of them, after making the Prophet ﷺ the reference, they also accepted Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif and the Khatmiyya. Mawlana Shaykh Ahmad Tijani Sharif is the one who helped people get closer to God. But if one doesn't know nothing about the Hadaratul Ilahiyya, doesn't know nothing about Ghaib, or has never seen the awliya, he cannot talk about the assembly. The Hadaratul Ilahiyya that I know, when Sheikh Tijani arrives, everyone stands up. The angels escort him until he sits down. All walis stand up. This explanation is for those who attended. And attending this gathering is not easy, let alone assisting the session. If you still see people asking questions, it's because of that. The power amazes them. You know, sometimes a person might not master light and not understand power. Some people in this country, they are not even people of tariqah, as they are against it. There are individuals who say to them, if you don't agree with the message of Seydi Mouhamed El Cheikh, why does he have power? We see him everywhere, and he even talked to us in a dream, and he even talked to us. They answered, the jinns can also do the same. Which jinn? Go ask the jinns. When I meet a jinn, they are listening to me. They are currently present. I make you my disciple. I'm with Sheikh Tijani, not with jinns. What I can do, a jinn cannot. The matter is about light. It's about the Haqiqatu Muhammadiyya. It's about Sheikh Tijani Sharif. Few days ago, I heard people brag about possessing jinns. I thought they said I was the only one with jinns. You see, Seydi Mouhamed El Cheikh, the jinns who follow him were given the word. They are told to practice Wazifa, Lazim, and Hadaratul Jum'ah. I don't need any jinns. I am with Sheikh Tijani. I only follow Sheikh Tijani. I only believe him. Don't be surprised and then talk about jinns. Jinns cannot go to the Hadaratul Ilahiyya, let alone get information there. Seydi Bashir said it. Where have you seen a jinn teach the light of Sheikh? The light of Haqiqatu Muhammadiyya is intense and hot. Sometimes I even ask myself, if people learn the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِي. And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me. The prayer, the fasting, Hajj to Mecca, and Zakat is required for both men and jinns. The jinns who took the word are performing Wazifa, Lazim, and Hadaratul Jum'ah. And they are listening to me. I have never ordered jinns to go anywhere. On the contrary, they need me. They need light. They need to enter paradise. They need to worship Allah. But I do not need them. Which jinns? You should speak about Nawamis and not jinns. The Nawamis, Sheikh Tijani put me in touch with them. And if you know about Ghaib, you would know that Sayyid Sheikh Tijani Si Al Maktoum even talked about it in a Mawlid. They only accompany a Qutbu with a universal mission. But some people do not know the definition of a Nawamis. I heard one man say a few days ago that Nuru and Ya'ilu are things of the devil. I think he needs to look at the Quran and learn about Jabra'ilu, Mika'ilu. They don't know anything and talk nonsense. Talking until denigrating the Quran only happens in Senegal. An ustaz who is a preacher, speaking until denigrating the Quran without knowing. A kid even corrected him and told him that he made a mistake. Aziz here corrected him. That's why I heard it. If you don't know about Nawamis, Don't talk about them. The chance is that if you are crazy, they will not consider you. What turns a head is what turns the heart. What turns the heart is what turns the soul. Serigne Babacar Sy said it. Going against Cheikh Tijani is enough of a curse. When you denigrate Cheikh Tijani, the Quran will teach you. A Nawamis only follows a khutbu with a universal mission. They are servants of God. They are soldiers who can enter and know places that jinns cannot know. Those who follow us perform lazim, wazifa, and hadaratul Jum'ah. The Quran told us to do so. Allah ordered us to do so. The Prophet ordered us to do so. And that's why Cheikh Tijani put me here. Hence, whoever asks about power, or those who follow me, is simply talking. The whole country knows that I am with Cheikh Tijani. Everyone is seeing the light as they know it. He talked about Cheikh Tijani day and night. Hence, he is with Cheikh. That is our reality. I don't want them to waste time on pointless debates. Because pointless debates delays you. I do not claim anyone's legacy. I did not say that my grandfather gave me a bottle. I did not say that my father gave me a bottle or my uncle. I said that Cheikh Tijani gave me what I have, put me in this position, and entrusted me with a mission. That's what you saw too. That's what we have told you as well. We told you nothing else. I didn't call you to join me. You saw yaqeen. Sheikh told you, Allah showed you, the Prophet guided you, and you came to visit me. In any case, I don't know those who don't know the truth. But you are a witness to this truth. And everyone knows that this is all Cheikh Tijani Sharif. The night of Mawlay Cheikh Ahmed Tijani, 2015, I said it in front of everyone. Sheikh told me that I should do what he says and not worry about anything. Every day, I will increase you. If I give you this year, I will double it next year. He asked me if I had a friend. I told him I only love you. He responded, from now on, I'm your friend. I will defend you. I will give you. And I will show them. This is why I cherish him. If a guide does this for you, then the latter should be your all. And that's what Mawlay Ahmed Tijani did for me. As for the Haqiqatu Muhammadiyya and the knowledge, there is no contestation in the knowledge that I spread. They have tried many times. Haven't you noticed? Every time they try to bring in someone who speaks knowledge, but the latter always ends up running away. In this country, a person is asked about a Khutbani when he never set foot at the Hadratul Ilahiyah. In this country, a person is asked about Barzakh when he never spoke with the dead. People should be honest and say that they don't know it, and that they should ask those who know it. You cannot ask someone about the light of the heavens if they have never been to Ghaib. They have made all these efforts, and despite this, they listen to my talks and marvel. If the people speaking about me are not careful, I will say where they are in the domain of Allah. The list that I hid, that I mentioned in chess in 2017, if they are not careful, I will reveal it. I said before that it was not worth revealing, but we will see. There are some who are confused. There are some who are watching this live who are confused. I want to help those dignitaries. Some are even asking, is he the owner of Ghaib? I want to help these people. I talk like this because I am the one who reads these files at the Hadratul Ilahiyah. You all know this. Hence, this statement is not for you. There are some who are watching this live and are dignitaries, and they are confused. I want to help them. I talk about the files at the Hadratul Ilahiyah because I have access to it. You know me so well that whenever I shake my head, it's because you know that Sheikh Tijani is talking in my ears. I shook my head, not because he spoke to me, but I turned my head to the right, and I saw his mantle and his rosary. When I saw him, I told myself that I have his guarantee. Speaking about ghaib and Hadaratul Ilahiyah, and helping those who are watching you live, while the owner of ghaib is sitting next to you. This simply means that he told me to speak, walk, and act, and no one will touch you. That's what you call a guarantee. Those who wonder about my courage, it's all Sheikh Tijani. If Sheikh tells you to speak while he supports you, you will never be afraid. This is why I said that I am helping those who don't know, in order for them to know. The reality of Haqiqatul Muhammadiyah has a place. It has a location and a person chosen to speak about it in each era. I want us to know the guide that we have. But it's not to talk about me, as you know me. But this is only to help those who are watching. The person sitting on an armchair, speaking about ghaib, Hadaratul Ilahiyah, the files, is none other than the one you call Seydi Mouhamed El Cheikh. He is sitting in front of you. He will carry out his mission from 2022 until 2075. Let's recite Fatiha and Salatul Fatiha. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم بحرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والقادم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. الله نور الله لا إله إلا الله 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 الله نور الله لا إله
الله نور لا إله إلا الله 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 صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والقاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
jërëjëf